Hey guys, welcome to Elizaverse. Today I was thinking of doing a series on planets in retrograde and what that means for your chart. If you have a free chart from astrotheme.com or one of those sites, I want you to just look at all the different planets, starting with Mercury and then going all the way towards Pluto. Count how many planets are in retrograde in your chart, in your natal chart. Okay, so you got that number. Let's start out with the most common of retrograde, because at first you might think, okay, I've got retrograde, that means that there's something wrong with me because you've heard about Mercury in retrograde. But it's not actually true. There's nothing wrong with you. Well, there might be, but this is not it. Let's say you've got two planets. This is the most common placement. Two planets means you are somewhat looking inward, but not enough where it's holding you back. This is going to make for someone who is actually very popular, someone that people are drawn to, they like. They listen to you, but they're also independent. They're not too needy, not too clingy, but they're also not having the blinders on. There's someone where you just like want to go up and give them a big hug. Next most common is the 3-planet arrangement. 3 planets, so this could be Mercury or Jupiter or Uranus. This makes for someone that doesn't have as easy of a time getting people to like them. They have to work a little harder at it. And also with 3 planets, that's going to mean that you're kind of a late bloomer. Life has thrown you a lot of curveballs. And it's not until later in life that you start to find your groove. So if you're in your 20s and thinking, things are just not working out, I don't know why, and you have 3 planets in retrograde, just know that things are going to come together for you. It'll just take a little longer, that's all. The next most common placement is going to be having 1 planet in retrograde. For this arrangement, it's going to be someone who's pretty independent. They like to work on their own. They think other people slow them down. My husband is this one. So working as a team is not necessarily your top priority. You get better at it if you have people that kind of help you with that. But the nice part is you know what you want. You've got initiative, you go for it. And nobody can really hold you back. You know who you are, you know what you're here for, and you're just gonna go. Okay, then we've got 4 planets in retrograde. This gets kind of scary for some people when they see their chart and then there's the 4 R's just lined up. It does make for someone that needs others. They reach out to others a lot. They always ask for advice. They always want help. They always want to see, kind of get a pull. Like ask the same question over and over with everyone they know and just get a sense of what everyone's thinking about this. They often do so much soul searching that it becomes part of their career. You're going to have someone who maybe they're a psychologist, or maybe they're a writer, a musician, or a composer. Someone who needs to get their thoughts down because they are so introspective and constantly asking questions. It's almost like they have no center. They keep trying to find their center. And if they put that into their career, this could be a very interesting placement. Okay, and then we have someone who has no planets in retrograde. This is a good placement for someone who is very committed. It is extremely difficult to get them to change their ways. You want to convince them of something? Good luck. So there's a statistic that said 20 to 30% of the American presidents had 0 planets in retrograde. So it can help you achieve because nothing stops you. But I guess it's all about what goals that person has and where they're headed. They most likely have that kind of bull, almost Taurus-like mentality. Nothing is going to get to them if they don't want it to. On the good side, this kind of person reaches their goals. On the downside, somebody like this might have a hard time through life because they keep hitting a wall. And that wall is other people. So next you're going to have someone who has 5 planets or more. 5 planets or 6 planets, this is very rare. If you do find that you always need others and you don't have a lot of confidence going forward in things, it might be because of this. I think it's someone who is very, very open-minded. Someone who's got a lot to learn and someone who's got a lot to pull in. So this life, think of it as you're not so much of a obsessed with doing as you are being. You want to pull in information and pull in ideas and concepts. And you're also unique and you have a different way of looking at things. you're this introspective, open-minded person, and I would say use it for the strengths. Muhammad Ali also had this placement, so you can go from being a boxer all the way to a clergyman. That's the overview. We just go to my next video and click on it, and if you have Mercury in retrograde or Venus in retrograde, I'm going to go in depth about that in your chart. See ya!